Hey, hello, you're second try with Wolf Gorlick. A few minutes riffing on IT and IT security. Today looking at steganography, my favorite social media platform, Twitter. A while back now, I was working on a steganography library in PowerShell called incog. And the idea was, incog being incognito, to send messages back and forth over covert channels and to look at steganography and different ways to hide traffic and DNS tunneling, all those sort of things. And it was a lot of fun. I would take something, cool thing a researcher found, reverse engineer it, and do it. I eventually stopped because my flip side of that was I was working on using a tool called SimWitty to detect my channels, and I could never detect it because it was just too easy to use steganography or covert channels to sneak data off the web. So the tip for you is this: there's a new way to do it, discovered by Trojan using images that are memes posted on Twitter. This is not widely used. It looks like it was being actively developed last year. The Twitter account that was being used to test has now been disabled. It doesn't seem like it's widespread. But Trend Micro has investigated it, and they posted some good research up on their website if you want to take a look. The basic idea was, within the metadata of the meme, it would download it and go ahead and go, there's a metadata, and grab its command. Now, kind of a cool concept. Definitely a proof of concept. But you could easily see this being taken to the next level, where perhaps one meme means one thing, perhaps another meme means another thing. There isn't anything in the metadata, it's just a regular old meme. And then you randomize the amount of Twitter accounts that are used, and you can set up an entire, system where there's very little traceability to figure out what's going on. And then you imagine a security researcher who goes, is this computer attacked? It's acting weird. And looks and says, is there any command and control? And goes, not really. All I see is them browsing the web and going to Twitter once in a while. That possibly couldn't possibly be anything. The ability to hide these command and controls in common web traffic, right, over common ports and protocols, especially when it's HTTPS, makes it very, very difficult to detect these command and controls. And also makes it very, very difficult to write signatures that would alert and fire when someone is using these things, and effectively hides the botnets altogether. And this is the reason why I stopped doing incog. And this is the reason why security operations people drink. What about you? Have you seen any good ways to do covert communications? Hit me up in social media or comments. Cheers.